If you've ever wondered what it would be like to control the fate of countless nameless troops, sending them on missions that you no doubt expect the majority of them to not come back alive, or make a rash decision that gets your entire squad chopped into mincemeat, Gears Tactics is that exact experience. The game takes something like this and turns it into something like this, letting you see the already dreary world of Gears through a much different lens. The devs at Coalition and Splash Damage essentially said, what if we made XCOM but put it in the Gears universe? Turns out this isn't a bad combo, because this game kept me more engaged than the game that released the previous year before it. Snap, is that a boomer? He's probably gonna shoot. The story for Tactics is pretty standard. It doesn't do anything that we haven't seen before in the Gears franchise. It starts with the standard Gears opening of the glassing of an entire city. Your main protagonist in this entry, named Gabe, is the father of Kate. He, along with Sid and a civilian sniper named Michaela, set off on a mission to kill what is essentially the Locust's very own version of Oppenheimer, a nasty scientist named Ukon. Ukon wipes out Gabe and Sid's COG regiment at the start of the game, leaving them not only cut off from the greater COG forces, but also greatly outnumbered as well. From here, Gabe and Sid navigate the ruins of the destroyed city, finding other COG crews who have been wiped out by Ukon. They do end up finding a few survivors though, who reveal how Ukon is able to clear out the COG regiment so easily. With the use of emotion, Ukon is able to enhance the Locust soldiers, giving them abilities to withstand more damage and hit much harder.
Right in the crosshairs.
He should be dead. This has manifested itself across the game in the form of the units, the Disciples and the Zealots. Both of these guys are injected with Ukon juice pulsing through their veins, and even when killed have poisonous emotion gas that leaks out of their entire body, with the ability for it to damage your own nearby units. The Disciple can also knock your units back out of their position, and the Zealot will do whatever it can to get up close and personal with you. Now, after finding Michaela, the group eventually catches up to Ukon in Claiborne, and Michaela manages to land a hit on Ukon until...
Useless human filth.
Yeah, Ukon technically can't die. A COG commander named Prescott essentially sent the trio on a death mission. Gabe somehow figures this out, and from here the group try their luck again to take out the mad Locust scientists. And while it doesn't go as planned, they do find one of Ukon's canisters that leads them to the Nodroma Health Institute. It is here where they find out Ukon's dark origins. The institute was a Rustlung research facility. Sid served at the research facility, and its workers were supposedly dedicated to curing Rustlung. Instead, Dr. Niles Sampson decided to do something evil that would help no one. He fused human children with the DNA of creatures from the Hollow and created the first sires. Most turned feral, but one stayed intelligent. One survived the experience, becoming the ultimate weapon, and that one was Ukon. The COG covered it up. Every chairman since Monroe buried the truth, and Sid wanted to bring Ukon back in alive to expose it all. To prove that Locusts weren't just enemies, they were man-made. After finding Sid's hidden files at Winlock, Gabe and Michaela realize everything he said is true. When Gabe confronts Prescott, Prescott responds by doing what he does best. He tries to kill him with the Hammer of Dawn.
Than you look.
No more COG bullshit. Get everyone ready to head.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
And this is the moment where Gabe cuts ties with COG for good. Narrowly escaping death, Sid reveals that he knows how to kill Ukon with the use of cytostatic gas, a chemical failsafe created at New Hope to stop Ukon's regenerative abilities. Sid is able to manufacture the gas, and Michaela weaponizes it into grenades. During a rescue mission, they find a young woman named Reina Torres being held prisoner. Her father worked at an old UIR lab, a lab Ukon sees and used to build his monstrous creations. She joins Gabe's squad with one goal: vengeance. Altogether, they assault Ukon's laboratory in a full-scale assault, and after exposing him to the gas and destroying his Hydra, Reyna lands the killing blow, claiming the amulet that was stolen from her mother. With Ukon finally dead, Reyna chooses to stay with Gabe's group, now outcasts from the greater COG forces, but united with one another, having escaped so many close calls with death.
Ukon's monsters are still out there. I've got some new mission plans we can go over tonight.
See, Reyna, this is how fascists celebrate. Planning shit.
Something of yours?
My mother's. I never knew her. Thank you.
Can we burn this place down already? It's almost my nap time.
Coming?
Now, much like the other games I like to play, State of Decay, Gears has permadeath as well. And this system is pretty brutal. Obviously, the main cast is safe from dying, and if they are killed, you basically just fail the mission and have to start over. It's plot armor activation, but for everyone else, they are entirely fair game.
Nope. I missed.
I'm not gonna lie, this squad might not make it. You can have a max level trooper who gets blown up by a random ticker, or Gears with a rare weapon attachment on a sniper rifle that gets chopped in half by a regular locust grunt. Up. And this does fit in with the world of Gears. In the mainline games, you can die to some of the most basic enemy types on even the lower levels. Now obviously this game borrows from XCOM, but instead of having its grid-based system, it uses a free-form movement system with a minimum of 3 actions per turn. This allows for you to be slow and methodical when you need to be. You can plan your moves and even set up overwatch points, making it to where the enemy can't move in a certain direction without getting shot. And on the other hand, this free movement system allows the game to stay a bit more fast-paced and aggressive. Executions are a prime example of this because they give your units extra moves that they can then take extra turns with and either attack or reposition. And much like the mainline games, cover is king in this one. Staying in cover doesn't mean that you can't get shot, but it definitely lowers the chances. And if you're caught out in the world or have an exposed angle, say goodbye. This game also has a number of classes which I thought were cool. There's support, which is the healing class. There's Vanguard, who takes a tank / shotgun role. There's Scout that has the ability to turn invisible, and paired with a shotgun is pretty deadly. There's also the Heavy, which is basically the machine gunner.
Scratch one grub.
And the sniper, like Michaela, who is a high precision critical build that is best utilized attacking enemies from long distances. I genuinely enjoyed the game way more than I thought, and I ended up conducting my own anecdotal research and asked a short group of friends if they had ever played this game. They all said no, even the one who has probably over 400 hours in every Total War game. I would imagine this game sold okay. I mean, I'm not sure. It was released during the COVID months and probably was overshadowed by the Final Fantasy remake. And on top of that, it was apparently PC only at launch, which was weird considering that Gears is a game that's always been on Xbox, especially at launch. But regardless, I hope that one day we get a sequel, even though I highly doubt it.